Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, about 5 a.m. I know I have turned into a morning person. What? Eddie is still here. He is up early with me doing his supervising. But I thought I'd do a quick little, I guess meal prep. We'll attempt that today. And I'll show y'all what I've got done already because I try to start throughout the week. Now, some things are done. And yeah, I'm waiting for my coffee. I don't know if y'all can tell. But let me just show you. So, this is my finalized what I need to make list. And got my things that I need to get done last night. Yada, yada, yada. Basically what I've done is, I'm about to take this out. This is a whole turkey breast, like with the bones and everything. Not the biggest fan of turkey, but we had it in the freezer. Somebody gave it to us. So I put that on last night. So it'll be done this morning. That's going to be my main protein for the week. I also got my peppers washed. I'm going to be taking some of that turkey. And I have been craving stuffed peppers. Usually I do them with beef. Again, we're using turkey this week. So I'm going to try that. We'll figure that out, right? But I just went ahead and washed them last night so they'd be ready to go. I took some dry chickpeas and soaked them because we're going to roast those today. And something else I always do, because a lot of my dinners, sometimes I do make ahead like casseroles and soups and stuff, but here lately I just have stuff I throw together in the evenings. But I always have my veg prepped. Can't see but there, but that's my broccoli. Lord, at the focus. Hold on. That's my broccoli. I've just washed and cut into florets. And then I have my Brussels sprouts. And then I always have a bunch of onions cut up on hand because I put onions in everything. Had my cheese already pre-shredded from last week. And like I said, still got some yogurt left, so I haven't had to make it. I won't have to make it till next week. I blanched and sprouted and peeled my almonds for almond milk. That's an extra step I take. You don't really need to do that. And yeah, that's all I've done so far this week. And yeah, we'll see what we get up to right now. This smells really good. This should be done. Let's take a look at it together, shall we? Let's see. This crock pot's weird. Oh yeah, it's falling off the bone. So I'm going to get this cooled down, take the meat out, and I think I got some whole garlic cloves and stuff down in there. But get the meat off the bones, then we'll put the bones and stuff back in the crock pot. I have some vegetable scraps I keep in the freezer, and then we're going to make some turkey broth. Because broth's expensive, and it usually has crap ingredients in it, even when you buy the expensive stuff in the store. And I learned you can just make your own broth for cheap or free from cuttings from vegetables and stuff. So, we do not buy broth anymore. Game changer. But anyway, that's what I got going on this morning. So far, it's a simple meal prep this week. Like I said, and we'll see what we get up to. Ooh, and my coffee is coming. This is my favorite way to have coffee. I usually only have time to do it on the weekends. It's not meal prep, but I look forward to this every week. Oh yeah, it's coming up out of there. This is a maca pot. Oh, absolute favorite way to have coffee. It's just coming through there. Can't wait. Yum yum. Oh, why in my head I keep thinking, roll that beautiful bean footage. Well, just coffee beans. That counts, right? Alrighty, y'all. A little update. So, I ended up getting quite a bit of turkey out of that. And I'll show you my bonus foods, I call them. My budget bonus foods. So, I got the turkey meat. I did spoon quite a bit of the liquid out. I think I'm going to put this in a saucepan in a bit and reduce it down and kind of season it a little bit more. And I'm actually going to use this to go over some of my vegetables this week. I tasted a little bit. It's got real good flavor, but I want to reduce it down to concentrate the flavor even more. Listen at me. Who am I? I have like a ton of cans of green beans that I bought back during the pandemic when well, I say a ton. I probably have like 15 cans, but and canned green beans just ain't got no flavor. So I like to marinate or serve them with a sauce. So anytime I make a meat, I get a bonus sauce. And also turkey is dry as crap. So this will be a good sauce to have. But ended up getting a lot of meat out of that. About to put my bacon in the oven. I do anywhere between 3 to 5 slices a week. Just putting it in there to add on recipes throughout the week. And once this cooks, I like to do it in a pan lined with aluminum foil because it makes it super easy when it's done to save the grease. Another bonus food. And that's what I use to saute and pan fry stuff throughout the week because I use stainless steel. And that has been the best oil I have found to pan, cook, fry, however you say it, stuff in. And it's free. I've already paid for the bacon, so bonus foods. And another bonus food we're getting from the turkey. So I've taken all the meat out, and I've left the bones and the skin and all the less desirable parts of the turkey in the crock pot with the remaining liquid. And I've added some of my broth scraps. So I just have, let me show you here. I just have a gallon Ziploc bag that I keep in the freezer. And throughout the week, when, I'm cutting parts of onions off and you can throw the skins and everything in there, I keep those and celery and carrots, like the celery leaves. I had some carrots I had cut up that it went a few days and I knew I wasn't going to eat them before they were going to go bad. So I went ahead and threw those in there. Little vegetable bits like that. Bonus because you've already paid for the vegetables and they're just the bits you're going to cut off and compost or throw away anyway. So I just threw those in there with the turkey bones and the remaining broth and all that. I'm going to fill this up with water up until about an inch from the top. And normally I leave this to go overnight, but since I did my turkey overnight, this may be done by this evening. I can go ahead and take that together and then we'll strain it and we will have turkey broth. So to add to soups and things. Again, bonus food instead of trying to pay, because if you get the decent ingredient broths and stuff, they want you to give $3-4 for broth. This way I know what's in it. I'm not going to add any further seasonings or anything this time just because I have that turkey broth in there. I don't think. I'll think on that a minute. I don't ever salt it and stuff because I like to salt it after the fact depending on what I'm using in it. But I'll test the flavor. I may end up adding a little something like parsley or something in there, but we'll see because I've never made it with turkey before. But if you have... and sometimes if I don't have time to do it like this, I would take a freezer container or bag and I would actually freeze all those bones and stuff. Stick it in the freezer, and then when I have time to make the broth, I'll do it. I did that. We got bone-in pork chops one day, and as we ate the pork chops, we just saved all the bones in a bag. And then I came back several weeks later, took them out of the freezer, and made broth. So once I found out about this... I have never paid for broth again. Saved a lot of money. So, and then we're going to freeze the broth later. So, in portions. So, it's there whenever I need it. But anyway, I'm rambling. The only other thing I'm going to do for the moment, after I put my bacon in there, is stir up a jar of peanut butter. The only thing I don't like about using natural peanut butter with like no bull crap in it, is you have to kind of stir it up, and it's a bit of an ordeal, but it's okay. I did see a tip that helps me. I store it upside down, and then an hour or two before I'm going to stir it, I bring it right side up, and that helps. And then I put it in the fridge. Y'all got any tips on getting natural peanut butter mixed up easier? You let me know, okay? And I'm just going to check off because I'm about to start the broth. I'm about to do the peanut butter, and I'm about to put the bacon in. So, yeah, we are getting there. Some of these things are going to have to wait for a bit because my father's still asleep, and I'm not about to run a blender and go on with that type of stuff, do loud things. But, yeah. Oh, wait. Did I have peanut butter on there twice? I sure did. So I get to mark off 2 things. All right, buddy. I'm going to get to it, y'all. Another update. So I got my bacon grease all put away. I did end up reducing the turkey sauce, liquid, whatever, by probably more than half. I just tasted along the way. I did add some rosemary, pepper, and a little bit of minced onion. So I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I mixed up I've showed it on here before, crustless quiche, they called it in the recipe. I guess kind of like a baked frittata. I don't know. It's basically eggs, milk, cheese, veggies, and meat if you want it in there. I, of course, deviate from the recipe. The recipe calls for 6 eggs. Eggs are getting more expensive now, so I use 4. And then I add extra veggies. Haven't noticed anything wrong from that. And I usually skimp on the cheese, too, because cheese ain't cheap either. But this particular one, I also like this recipe because it's really good to use up, like, vegetables that you kind of have left over. And you can put, like, whatever combo in there. But this particular batch, I got, of course, eggs, milk, cheddar, and then I have a lot of onions. Put onions and everything. Onions, I had some bell pepper cut up left over, and then I put some broccoli florets, and then I put one of my slices of bacon. I just ripped it up with my hands in there. Put some flavor, salt and pepper it. So, got this dish all good and buttered up. Literally take a stick of butter and run it around it. It's the only thing I've found that does any type of non-sticking help. But then I'm going to put it in the oven for like, I don't know. I have to look at the recipe. 350. I think I start at like 25 minutes. Basically, you want it all nice, golden brown, cooked in the middle, all that good stuff. But this is going to be my breakfast. Breakfast. My breakfast for the work week next week. So this will be cut into 5 portions. And so Monday through Friday, this is what I eat when I first wake up. I eat a portion of this and coffee before I do my morning workout. And then I come back and eat some more later. But this is what I have when I first wake up. I just feel the best when I get like eggs and stuff in the morning. And I don't have time to fry them in the morning fresh. And I'm not the biggest fan of hard-boiled eggs. That's what I used to do, and I could do it again. But I like this a lot better, and it ends up being pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this off the list because it's in there. And it lasts all throughout the week to me and stays fresh and everything. I've never had a problem. Yeah, I still need to stir my peanut butter. Don't judge me. And then most everything else, except for one thing, I'm going to have to wait till later because I want to do my stuffed peppers. I probably want to eat that for lunch. And I'm going to do my buckwheat pancakes later. I don't know. Most of this stuff's got to wait because it requires loud machinery. And he's still not up yet. So, gosh, my meal prep's about done. Cool beans, man. Let me get to it and I'll check back in. Got one more thing that I'm going to get started before I start making me my breakfast and doing a few other things. I'm actually going to make a couple loaves of bread for my dad. We make his bread in the bread machine. And I'll just show you the recipe. So this is something he's been making his bread in the bread machine. Lord have mercy. As long as I can remember, 25, 30 years at least. And here's his recipe binder. I've showed y'all mine. I come by honestly. He's got recipes he's collected over time. And this is his bread recipe for wheat bread. Just tried and true, where he's done bread machine bread for so many years. And then this is the one he's stuck with that just works. So this isn't something I currently eat just because of the glycemic index of flour. It's not something I've experimented with yet. But this is something he eats because the store bread hurts his stomach and it just don't taste as good. So I just thought I'd show you all this. Well, I'm over here on my washer. But yeah, so this is his recipe he's made up. And he's learned that the way that I strain from my yogurt, another bonus food, it makes a really good like chewy bread that he likes too. So he sometimes substitutes whey instead of the water. But yeah, that's the recipe if you're just curious. And he usually does put molasses. And that's the order. We put it in the machine. And we have a 2-pound bread machine. They're older than dirt. I got them at Kmart for like $29 way back. So can you imagine? But yeah, I'm going to get these started because they take about 3 hours or so to complete. And yeah, you basically just throw everything in here. Yeah, we take good care of our bread machine. This is what I make my lower carb bread in too. Like I said, I haven't gotten to the bread experimenting stages. I may be at the point where I can start. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but we're going to get him some bread made because he eats a lot of bread, sandwiches and stuff, and with his soups. But yeah, I'm going to put everything in here, get that going. It'll take like, I think it's like 3.5 hours to bake, and then we can put that out so it can start cooling, and then he can slice his bread. So yeah, he'll have bread by lunchtime. It's about 7:20 right now, so he'll have that, and then get that started. I don't think these are too loud. And then I may start making me some breakfast. I got some clothes to fold and put up. Like I hit the ground running on the weekend, y'all, because I don't have time to do anything during the week. So, and I'm a weird morning person now. Like, when did that happen? I just can't sleep in on the weekends. That is just my free time wasted. So I'm gonna get to it, and I'll check back in with y'all when I got something else going on. Little update. So here's my crustless quiche frittata egg cheese veg meat thingy. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It puffs up real nice, and I'm gonna let it cool down, and that'll go in the fridge and be ready for me come Monday morning. Also got the bread going. I don't want to open it. Let's see if I can show y'all. You can kind of see it in there. It's already done the kneading and everything, so it's getting up to temperature to let it rise for a little while. It's got like 2 hours and something left. Now I'm going to go eat some breakfast. I fed the supervisors here. Hi, Eddie. Hello, Miss Kitten. You're such a good girl. Right? You're so friendly here lately. You're so sweet. She's got her new favorite box. And then this is what I'm eating for breakfast. I fried up 3 eggs. Got a little bit of sharp cheddar on there. Half of those bacons that I made. They were really big pieces, so I think I can get away with half. Couple small avocados with just salt and pepper, and then some little oranges. I usually do a bigger workout on Saturday, so, and I got a little extra time in the morning, so I like to make something up and really give me some fuel. So I think everything all together is like 525-ish calories, so just in case. But yeah, I'm gonna eat that. And I think that's all the meal prep I can do for now until he wakes up. So, which that won't be. It shouldn't be too long. It's about 8 o'clock now. So, I'm going to get up to doing some other things, some chores, all that fun stuff. So, I'll check back in later. So, we're back to it. I just wanted to show y'all I'm making my almond milk right now. And I kind of got it halfway through the process. So, I thought I'd show you. So here's the first batch I made. This is a 1/2 gallon mason. I think it is a 1/2 gallon. So basically, if you've never made almond milk, what you do, and this came about because during the pandemic, almond milk prices went through the dang roof. And I was really paying attention to like sugar, carbs, calories, and almond milk is just better for that. And it's like nothing on the glycemic scale. Whole nother story, whole nother day. And it got so expensive, and I thought, you know what? I wonder how you can make this stuff. And I looked it up. It's so easy to make. It's so much cheaper to make, and even on top of that, it tastes a million times better than the stuff you get in the store. And I don't know if it's true. I seen a thing where like the stuff you buy in the store, you're really only getting like 5 almonds in there per like half gallon or quart. So you're basically paying for water. But whole nother story, whole nother day. So I make my own almond milk. So me, I actually take it a step further now. When I first started, I would just throw the almonds in a jar of water, stick it in the fridge, soak them overnight, put them in the blender with about 4.5 cups of water. I basically put the almonds in there, put a pinch of salt, and then I fill it up to the 5 cup mark after the almonds are in there. So there you go. And then you just blend it on high, or I do liquefy for like a minute or two. And then you strain it. And you get some almond pulp left, which this is a bonus food. We like bonus food. And then this is the almond milk. And that's it. Now I blanch them and sprout them and peel them, because I use the almond skins or peels as like a mulch out in my garden. And I also just like the almond meal that I get left over better when it don't have the peels in there. I don't know. Whole nursery, whole nother day. There's a million videos out there. But I love this almond meal because you can dehydrate it, put it in a food processor, or maybe a blender, I don't know, and get almond flour. You can make cookies out of it. I make crackers when it's the warmer months and I have fresh herbs outside. I'll just turn around and use this wet and make crackers. You do all kinds of stuff with it. You can put it in granola, you can toast it, top it on things. Like, it's a bonus food. You've already paid for the almonds, you got the almond milk, you know, bonus. When you make stuff from scratch, you get all kinds of more possibilities. But I'm actually going to end up putting this in the freezer. I got a big bag started, and I'm saving it for when it is spring and summer and I have fresh herbs on hand. Then I'm going to go nuts and make a whole bunch of crackers to put in the freezer. But yeah, that's all you do. The only thing I've learned, this truly only is good for about a week. So you only want to make the amount you're going to use in a week, or it's going to go bad. This is the only thing I've found. Like, when they say it's only good for a week, buddy, it's only good for a week. And you can tell because it'll start separating and get like yellow. But a whole nother story, whole nother day. I'm going to get this finished. I'm going to do oatmeal for my lunches this week at work. So I'm going to use this and that. Love the taste of it. And then I'll make me some like chia protein puddings. So I'm going to use this and that as well. So should be right about where we need to be. I had a little left over from last week, and I'm going to make me a protein shake to drink before I do my workout today. But yeah, I'm going to get this done, and we'll be able to mark some more stuff off the list. Quick check-in. So sorry I didn't film while I was making it, but I made me 5 chia puddings, my homemade almond milk, peanut butter, some protein powder, vanilla extract, cinnamon, and the protein powder is chocolate, and some chia seeds. So I put all that together. These are more calorically dense than other ones I've made, but this is what I have. This is like breakfast part 2. So I eat my egg thing, and then I work out, and then I eat a banana and then one of these chia puddings before I head to work. So got 5 of these. So I think each of these is like 320 calories. So with a banana, we're looking at like 400 and something. So it's really good to get me jump started for work. And then just update on my dad's bread. We're getting there. It's looking good. So another check-in. It's getting lunchtime. I have been craving for the last few days. I know it's weird, but like stuffed zucchini or stuffed peppers. So I went ahead and did the stuffed peppers, and I made the turkey earlier. And normally I would do this with beef, but I did turkey since, like I said, we're using it up, and just cooked up some onions, some more peppers, garlic, taco seasoning, and then the turkey, and mixed it all up, put it in the peppers, cooked it, and then the last 5 minutes I put some extra sharp cheddar on top. So we're going to try these out. I'm ready. I figured up the calories. They're about 70 a piece with the cheese, so it's good. And then I got me some coffee going in my percolator. Like literally, oh, let me set a timer. We are perking. There's nothing better than percolator coffee. Like, it's just so smooth. Like my maca pot's number 1, percolator's number 2. My broth's still going. So, oh, let me mark it off. Let me switch hands. I'm a lefty. There we go. So we did the, oh, I done marked it off. I probably did it when I put it in there. Yeah, the only thing, I just have a couple things left and we're done. Did a really good workout. I'm ready to eat on something. I don't know, I'm going to start with a couple of these and we'll see where it goes. And I may make me like some yogurt with some like fruit and stuff too. Because these are pretty low calorie. But, yep. So, and I just did them at like 350. I don't know. I didn't look up a recipe or anything. I just kind of winged it. I did taste the filling before I put it in there, and it was pretty good. I mean, for turkey. Turkey's not really flavorful compared to beef and stuff, but yeah. Oh, we're perking good now. Look at. We are perking good. Oh, you can kind of see my phone in the thing. I'm going to get to it, y'all. Checking in again later on. I got my chickpeas out that were soaking, dried them off, and then I tossed them in some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And I'm trying this time a taco seasoning, and I just have my taco seasoning that I put together myself. I don't use the prepackaged stuff because it has a lot of junk in it, usually, or I like to call it bullcrap. We're going to try it. This is my second time trying it. Last week I tried it. I did salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and it turned out really good. So, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Just going to put these in the oven. The recipe and the video I found said 400. I do it between 350 and 375. My oven runs hot. The video also said to do it for an hour. Last time it was about the 30-35 minute mark. So I guess just your mileage may vary. But these turn out really crunchy and good. And yeah, I'll show y'all when they come out. If I don't burn them up. And just to check into my broth should be done here in about half an hour. So I think I'm going to let it go for 12 hours and call it done. And then we'll strain that out and have that ready to go. So, and then I'll have my pancakes I'll make here when I get hungry. And yeah, about done. Okay, so I'm finishing it up here. I'm just frying some of these pancakes. These are buckwheat pancakes. This is one of those things like, you know, I go to Yugo and I find the craziest stuff. So I never heard of buckwheat flour. They had this at Yugo. It was $1.40. So I bought like 3 bags of it. I don't know why. And it's gotten to the date. So I had to figure out something to make out of it. It's really good for you. There's no wheat in it. It's actually made from a ground up seed. I think it's what they actually make soba noodles out of. But anyway, so last weekend I tried to do buckwheat pizza crust. That was a fail. I have a few I'll eat, but yeah. So it's definitely not flour. It don't act like, it acts more like almond flour than flour, if that makes sense. So then I found buckwheat pancakes, and I actually really like these. So I found a recipe. I do deviate. The recipe calls for sugar. I use a lot less than they call for, and I don't use sugar. I actually use date syrup. So, yeah. But I'm cooking these up. I did these last weekend. I really liked them. I'm doing these vanilla cinnamon, and then I'm going to make one more, and then I'm going to add some cocoa powder to the remaining batter and try out a chocolate flavor and see how that is. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of peanut butter on a few of these, have that for my dinner, and then the rest I'm going to freeze. So I have them on hand, test that out. I did test freeze a couple of them last week and it worked out really good. So yeah. Oh, it smells so good in here. I got my stock cooling down. I'll strain it and then I'll freeze it in 1 cup portions. I used to do it in mason jars, but I splurged, saved up over the last few months, bought a couple sets of these super cube things. They're basically like ice cube trays, but they have like 1 cup cavities. They're silicone, so I can freeze the stock in 1 cup cubes to 1/2 cup cubes. So that's what we do. And then here's how my chickpeas turned out. Here, I'll let y'all hear the crunch. Oh, so good. They're not all the way cooled down yet, so I can't really taste the taco spice. I found that with the last ones, with the garlic ones, I couldn't actually taste the garlic on them until they were like, until like the next day. So we'll see how that goes. I want to think that'd be really good if I could make up some like powdered ranch something or other. I need to figure out how to do that homemade. I think that'd be really good. But I'm thinking when it gets hot weather, having these on top of a salad is going to be amazing. But yeah, that wraps it up. I actually got all my cooking done today. Got all my weekend chores done today. So I've been killing it. Been listening to audiobooks and just getting her done. So I'm going to finish frying these up. I just got stainless steel with some butter in the pan. I'm going to have another one of these. Oh yeah. Just dry chickpeas. Really cheap. Calorically dense. Got some good fiber and protein in there. I mean, I reckon I got a whole bag of dry chickpeas at Yugo for 70 cents. And I'm able to make 4 cups. This is 1 cup. 1 cup dry. So, very good. But thank y'all so much for watching. Kind of a different kind of meal prep day. Oh, before I forget though, I do want to show y'all some of my dinners and stuff. There's no prep to them. Like, you know, I got like fruits and veg. This is something I eat a lot of, these spaghetti squashes. There's not really any prep to those. You just cut them in half and, you know, gut them and cook them. I think I showed y'all in here. Yeah, in the back I got some fresh Brussels sprouts and broccoli. So that'll just be roasted as needed. I'm out of cabbage. If I was doing my cabbage, I'd have it pre-chopped. Have my onions pre-chopped. My oatmeal, I think I'm going to do oatmeal again for work this week. And then I may switch it up and do soups the next week. But I kind of get that together the night before. So, yeah, as far as weekend prep, that's it. So other than the finishing up and the cleanup, and all my dishes are pretty well caught up. So I do them as I go. So that when I'm done, I'm done. So yeah, we're getting her done. See, and I got like avocados. There's no prep with that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get to it, y'all. Woo, that's a big old fly out of nowhere. It must be, the weather must be warming up. Why ain't one of the cats killed that thing yet? I'm going to go get the fly swat. That's a big one. That one almost needs its own name. Look at that snot. I ain't seen a fly in a long time. Oh, you sit there and clean your legs, buddy. Well, I'm going to get this thing and kill it, or I'm going to get a cat to see it and get its attention on it. Anyway, thank y'all so much. I'm going to go flip these pancakes and get to it. And y'all have a good one. Any of the things I have recipes for, I'll link down below, as well as put little notes on deviations, because y'all know I can't follow a recipe to the T to save my life. The only one I did was my dad's machine bread recipe, which while I was doing my workout, y'all can see that Tupperware container back there, old Tupperware bread container. He already got that out and sliced it and got her done. So, oh, and that's trash I need to take out. Gotta do that too. But anyway, thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all soon with something else. Bye, y'all.